My thought for this week is opening our hearts up to the magic that is within and around us. I was singing this song the other day. Open our eyes to the miracles around us. Wake us up, wake us up. Open our eyes to the miracles around us. Wake us up, wake us up. Awaken me, awaken me, awaken me, awaken me. Open my ears to your whispered words of guidance. Wake us up, wake us up. Open our ears to your whispered words of guidance. Wake us up, wake us up. Awaken me, awaken me, awaken me, awaken me. As we wake up to the magic of this amazing planet we live upon and open up to things that are in the spaces between the spaces. I was leading a pilgrimage in the summer of 2000. We had been to Cornwall, we'd been through Glastonbury, and it was a 14-day journey. And so I had given the pilgrims a free day, a day to go and explore whatever was in their heart. And some of them were wandering around the city of Wells, which is the smallest city in England. Some had gone to Glastonbury. And there were 3 who chose to go to Bath. And I took them there in the minibus. I had an 80-year-old on that journey with me. And the moment that I met her, she kept saying to me, "When are we going to see a crop circle?" Now, I said to her, I have no idea when we will see a crop circle. If Spirit intends us to visit a crop circle, one will appear. Well, it was late June and we are on the road between Wells and Bath, and there is a crop circle. And this elder was an absolute delight. She is bouncing up and down on the seat, crying, "Crop circle, crop circle." And we'd driven past it. And then I turned the minibus around and she said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Well, we've passed the crop circle. Let's go and take a closer look." And she said, "Yep, but this wasn't on the itinerary. We were going to Bath today." I said, "And you have been waiting to see this crop circle." So I pulled in at the side of the road and there was a barbed wire fence and a hedge and it was way into the field. And the 3 pilgrims were looking at the crop circle. A couple of them had their cameras out taking photographs. And I said, "Well, hang on a minute. Instead of snapping pictures of the crop circle, why don't we go and explore it?" And the elder said to me, "Oh, Andrew, you are funny." She said, "It's a big hedge and a barbed wire fence. I can't climb over those." And I said, "Yeah," I said, "that's the appearance that we have here. However, let's explore and see if there is a way in." So I drove down this little side road. And it was hedgerow barbed wire fence the whole way. And I pulled and stopped. And she said, "Well, we can't get in here." I said, "Well, let's climb out and have a look." And when we walked over to where the hedge was, it went out and then in and around and out. And when it went in and around, there was a gap and no barbed wire fence. We were invited. And so we walked into this crop circle. It was an amazing circle. It was underneath a telegraph pole with wires. And we're like, well, how did anything get under that? And it was the shape of an S. a huge S on the land. And we stood in it, and the elder said to me, "So what do you think, Andrew? Man-made, or is it otherworldly?" And so I said to her, "Well, why don't we close our eyes, become still, connect deeply with the earth, and ask for a sign?" And so that's what we did. And when I opened my eyes, the first thing I saw was a small stone. And it called to me, "Pick me up." Now, stones talk to me. I'm sure some of you out there will understand this, and others might be going, "A stone talks to you?" Well, yeah, if you listen, the whole of the universe is talking. And so I bent down and I picked up this little stone and I took a look at it, and I was like, "Well, I don't really get that." And then I heard the stone say, "Why don't you look?" And so I looked again. And when I looked at it really closely, there, engraved onto the stone, was a tiny letter, the letter S. And the elder said, "Well, what do you think, Andrew?" And I said, "I know." I know without a shadow of a doubt. My cosmology, the universe talking to me, sharing with me that there is much more going on than what we see when we look with hard eyes, when we soften our field, and when we open our eyes to the miracles around us, and we open our ears to the whispered words of guidance, magic happens. Thank you for listening.